Rotor valve maintenance is very important and is often neglected by most students as they simply do not know how to oil their valves. To oil rotor valves, we will need two separate types of oil, a bearing and linkage oil and a rotor oil. Let's first focus on the bearing and linkage oil. This is primarily used for the outside components of the valve. For oiling the outside components of the valves, it is very helpful to use an oil that has a very small needle nose point. We want to put a small bit of oil on each individual ball joint. After we've oiled each individual ball joint, move all of the valves around to make sure that the oil is distributed on these moving parts. Next, we want to oil the spindle. In general, noisy valves can be quieted by using this thicker oil on the outside moving components. Next, we want to take our rotor oil and oil the inside of our valves. To do this, we will need to remove the tuning slide from the highest valve, in this case, my fifth valve slide. Next, pour a liberal amount of oil in the fifth valve slide. Until I press the fifth valve, all of the oil should remain in this tube. Next, put one side of the fifth valve slide back into the instrument. Now press all of the other valves and slowly move the fifth valve, or in some cases, the first valve. Now the oil should be stopped at the first valve, and we want to slowly move that valve. Followed by the second, followed by the third, followed by the fourth. The oil should now be at the main tuning slide, and we want to rock the instrument back and forth, allowing that oil to distribute itself throughout all of the valves. This entire time, keep these valves moving. After a few seconds, all of the oil should be distributed, and we can allow the excess oil out of the main tuning slide. If no oil comes out of the main tuning slide, it's possible that the instrument could still require more oil. Now replace the fifth valve slide, and the instrument should be in good playing condition. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and click the bell, as well as visit my website for low brass tutorials and other educational resources.